Hey guys, Emma, James, Daisy, I want to show you we're going to make the perfect cup of hot chocolate. Now, what we're going to use a cup of milk for every cup of hot chocolate we're going to make. We're also going to add just a half a cup of water to the pot. We're going to add cocoa to taste. We'll do that. We're going to add 1/4 teaspoon per cup of milk. We're going to add a pinch of salt at the very end. I like sea salt. More to come. Okay guys, what we're going to do, we are going to add 2 cups of milk to our pot. If you were going to get a little bit more, just add another cup of milk. We're going to do a half a cup of water. There we go. And we're going to add that in. Now, we're also going to get some sugar. We're going to add that to taste as well. So what we will probably end up doing is using 2 tablespoons per cup of milk. So we're going to get some sugar. More to come. And there's the 4th one. What I like about cooking is most of the time you really don't have to follow a recipe. You can kind of add your own ingredients if you wanted to. For example, if you were going to scramble some eggs, you could add some cheese. You could add some onion, some green onion, some mushrooms. You could put some ketchup on the eggs if you wanted to. Now, certain recipes, like if you were making a cake, you do need to follow the recipe, because it'll let you know how long you need to cook, at what temperature you need to cook, the proper ingredients that go into it to make it rise, and to make it taste good. Our recipe is going to be pretty simple, so you could add whatever you wanted to. You could put maple syrup in there if you wanted to. You could put cream, or you could spray whipped cream on top. But we can do all that. What we need to do is make sure that the milk does not burn. So we're going to have it on a low heat, and we're going to stir periodically. This isn't a fast way to do it. I know the instant stuff is a whole lot faster, but it's worth it. Once the milk and the water begin to warm up, we'll stir in the cocoa. The reason we had to add the sugar is because this cocoa is unsweetened. It's very bitter if you just did it and it is very bitter. We added the sugar. We're going to add the cocoa next. We might add a little bit more sugar. You can always do that to taste, but don't put a lot. More to come. While we are waiting for it to warm up, we can go ahead and put in the vanilla extract. A 1/4 teaspoon. Yeah, we'll do a little bit less than a 1/4 teaspoon. It's all to your taste. There we go. And you can see it's starting to turn a little bit of color. And now we can start to slowly add the cocoa. The milk is heating up, and it will allow the cocoa to absorb a whole lot faster. And you can see it's starting to absorb, and we're going to stir it. The thing also is we're stirring it so it doesn't scald. Stir back and forth, back and forth. And you can make it as chocolatey or as light as you wanted to. There we go. We've got that one turned in. And I will tell you about the man that showed me how to make this. He has long since gone on. His name was John Paul Levesque. And it wasn't John Paul Levesque though, it was Jean Paul, because he was French and he was Creole. And he was a very, very nice man. And he showed me how to make this for my wife many, many years ago. Now, I'm going to take this spoon, we're going to stir it. Stir it, and you can see it's starting to get darker, and it's pretty good. I think this is approaching what we like. So again, it's all how you want to make it. But remember, you're using a stove, so you gotta have an adult around to make sure that it is okay. I'm just gonna keep kind of stirring and stirring. But Mr. Levesque, he showed me how to make this. And he said the trick was to not let the milk scald, and you had to keep it going just like this and stir it. If it did scald, you can't touch the bottom of the pan with a spoon because you'll stir up the burnt part. So we're stirring. Now we've added our milk and our water. We've added our sugar. We've added our vanilla extract. And of course we've added our cocoa. And this is almost to a point, and let's give it a taste. That's good. That is good. But he told me that the secret, the very thing that you add to it, is a pinch of sea salt at the very end. And he said that the sea salt mixes and clashes with the chocolate and the vanilla, and it makes for a really, really good flavor. More to come. Okay, Emma, James, and Daisy, we are almost at the very end, but there's one very important thing that you always do when you're in the kitchen experimenting. Well, you got to clean up. So, everything goes in here. We'll let it soak. We'll wash it. We'll dry it. It's not enough stuff to put it in a dishwasher. I'll show you. We have taken it off of the hot side, and we've remembered to turn the stove off. This is sitting, getting ready for us to pour it into our chicken cup. How about that? More to come. And what could you possibly put on the perfect cup of hot chocolate? Just a few marshmallows. Spin you around here. That is how you make the ultimate, bestest cup of hot chocolate. Something for the adults. You can also put a sprinkle of cayenne pepper across the top if you wanted to make it hot and hot, and it's good that way too. So guys, take care of your parents, be sweet to each other. See ya.